Hi, everybody. Welcome to the channel. I'm in a different area today, and this is very sunny up here in Northern California in a little place called Copper. My mother used to live up in this area too. It's by the Lake Tulloch Lake, and I'm here. I have one of my employees on my cell phone that's going to be reading me some questions, but right now I'm waiting for you guys to kind of join up and get online with me. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Karen. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Medell. Margarita. Blue Waters. Hello. Okay, so let's see. We got chrisrightnow.com. That's spelled CHRISRIGHTONOW. chrisrightnow.com. Nice if I say my own thing. Website launch is Tuesday, May 26th. So we're excited about that. It was pushed back a little bit because we had some technical difficulties. And this is the Happy Memorial Weekend. So I think that's wonderful. But please be safe, you guys, because we know when we get out and have a little bit extra time, maybe one more day on the weekend, that let's just be all safe and together and be happy. Enjoy your time. Kayla, do you have a question there for me?
Yes, we have a question from Karen McGowan, and she's retiring exactly 1 year from now. Need to do next in life.
Next in life, I think you need to find your calling, and that I believe is getting in business, and that would be looking at nutrition, looking at dietary issues, maybe people that need to gain weight, maybe people that need to lose weight, or different habits of different kinds. I think that will be a love for you. I think you'll be able to achieve great achievements with this and make friends and people and travel. So I would go that route. I think that you'll find a great deal of happiness with it. And I think that the money will be definitely sufficient for you. These things do take a little bit to put together, but I think that you have a ton of energy, and if anyone's going to make it work, you will. So I think this is the perfect track for you.
We have a super chat from Margarita Magana, and she wants to know if you can tell her if her mom will be home soon.
I do believe yes, and I think that that would be a wonderful thing and positive and good. Let's give this a few weeks, but yes, absolutely. And thank you for the super chat. I keep thinking that song. Super Freak, super chat.
We have, let's see, Tracy Taylor asking if there's anyone up in heaven wanting to talk to her.
No, I don't think that there's anything of that nature. I think you'll receive signs, though. That's different than messages. Signs will be, I think you'll be waking up a lot very early morning. And this would be around 2:40, maybe 2:45 in the morning. And when you have a long, healthy, prosperous life, and timing is so different between here and the other side, I mean, you take 90 years of our lifetime, and that would equal about maybe 48 hours to them. And they can drop their head in and see us at any time and go do the thing and come back and get us. They're not worried about too much because they can't worry over there. They can't get upset up there. They can't cut their fingers and say, hey, I'm bleeding. They can't do that. We do all those things here because this is our boot camp. And look at my life as a psychic. I mean, my mother took her 2 years to come back around me. Now she's around me pretty much every day, not more than yelling distance. But before that, you know, the rest of my family, they're over there. They don't stop in because my mom's handling business and everything with me. So I don't get a lot of that. And a lot of people want so much more and so much to be said. We all do. But remember, we all can't remember what heaven was like. If we could, do you really honestly think we'd be sticking around here? I don't think so. We'd be saying, life's too tough. I'm going to go back home. Goodbye. Then there would be a purpose of this life. This is where we learn. This is where we experience. This is where we grow. Can't do that stuff in heaven. We do it here. That's why we keep coming down here. That's why we don't remember a lot. So we stick it out here and fulfill our contract. So don't be put off if you don't have all your family members that have passed lining up to have coffee and tea with us right now, because it's really not that way. Like, what's my mama do? Oh, Chris is taking another shower. Oh, Chris is doing another. Come on. They have things to do over there. They work over there. They have everything we have without pain, suffering, aging, or anything like that. We all get to go home eventually. And that's a wonderful, perfect place. But since we're here, let's do the best we can while we're here. Help as many people as we can. That's why we do that. Pay it forward, you know. That's why I like the super chat thing. I really do. I think it's cool. And I love answering you guys' questions. I miss you guys when I'm not on with you because I just feel like we're one big happy family here doing it. I love the comments coming into the comment section. And yes, I'm answering them. Some of my staff members do answer some of the questions, but I'm on YouTube answering about 95% of them, and that's the truth. I do it all from my phone. I got my big boy boots on now. Okay, so let's get to another question, Killa.
We have a super chat from JJ and says, our puppy was freaking out yesterday. Did they see someone in our living room?
Well, they didn't see a family member or a friend or anything. That they saw a spirit. Absolutely 100% correct. Yes. And animals will do that. You can just tell by that how they go with the stare. And you just have where your home is located, it's a higher activity area. So there'll be more spirits kind of coming through and going. It'd be nothing more if you and I were going to a bus and trying to get to a bus, there's more people around. So like Sylvia would say, don't ever worry about that too much. They don't take up too much space. So there's nothing negative or bad or harmful. The animals just seeing something different, and animals really pick up on that, just like children pick up on it so easily because they're not told what they can and cannot see. So they just see it and they're honest about it, what is. So yeah, you're right that there was a spirit there, but they went passing through, no longer there. Nothing to worry about.
We have a regular chat from Joy Lopez and says, hi, Chris, can you elaborate on my life theme?
Well, I mean, caretaker, elaborate, okay. Mentally, physically, emotionally, financially. When you love somebody, there's just nothing you won't do for them. You can even go as far as extending the olive branch to loaning them money, and you know better that they're not going to pay you back, but you do it anyways. And after you do it, you're pissed off that you did it because you're not going to get the money back. You may ask for it back one time, but it's embarrassing, so you don't, and then you're out the money. Moral of the story, keep your money in your pocket. They want something, give them time. And just understand that you do this out of the kindness of your heart to the point that it's exhausting. But you're on track with your themes. You're fulfilling your purpose for being here. That's all a really good thing. You just picked one of the hardest themes that are out there simply because this is technically your last life. And a lot of old souls will have the tendency to chart in a harder, more difficult life to go through to endure because young souls can't handle it. And as my mother's prediction, Sylvia would say, there's a little bit more than 100 years left, but that's not in our lifetime. But for how long this world has been in existence for, that's actually a short period of time. But then again, life does find its way. So it's just another phase and another time frame coming in. So there's your elaboration on your caretaker theme.
Perfect. We have a super chat from Z Zaman, and he says, my friend Maggie is wondering if the guy she's thinking about will ask her to marry her soon.
I don't really think about this time that he wants to marry. I think that there's more to it than that, and trust is an issue, and they have to overcome that. And she's going to have to give this quite a bit of time if she wants marriage. And quite a bit of time to me would be about another year and a half from today's date. If she were to give an ultimatum, then this is just going to go away. And ultimatums never happen really all that well anyways. But I see that she's getting tired of waiting and wanting this to go forward. Well, she's going to have to develop some patience, or she's going to actually pressure this so much that it's going to go away. So tell her to cool her heels, tell her to be positive, tell her to feel like they can be around each other and no entertaining, just be lighthearted. And 18 months passes by before you know it, and then she gets what she wants. Otherwise, she pushes this and it goes south.
We have a super chat from Melina asking how her brother communicates with her.
Through the radio in the car. In the car with you, always. Now, that means you'll be driving, past her in it, but always in the car. I think that's a great way to actually communicate with someone. I think that's wonderful. Your brother's smart.
We have a regular chat from Jaya Tandon asking when her husband will get a green card.
Well, if it wasn't for the virus and everything else, it would have been by now. But I would say October of this year of October. And I think he's going to have to fill out so much paper. He's going to feel like he's underwater paper, but just have patience with it. Bottom line is he gets it. And that's marvelous because not a lot of people are getting that. And I don't understand that. I think wherever you want to live, you should be able to live, but that's just me. So it's a positive outcome. It's just more frustrating that it's not now, but it will happen.
We have a super chat from Nancy, and she wants to know if her marriage will last.
I think it will last as long as you want it to last, meaning that you do all of what you wear a lot of hats, you do everything for the relationship, but you're getting tired and you want to see more from him, which you're not going to see. So what you see is what you get. And to answer it, ultimately, do I think you're going to get out of this relationship? I really do. But I don't think it'll happen for 4 or 5 years because I think there's still some time in this marriage. I think there's still good here. And then when you move on, it'll be something that you're ready for. It'll be more like a brother and sister relationship. It'll be okay because you'll find someone right away and you'll get married again. And it's hard to be in a marriage hearing that from me. And I'm sorry about that, but you deserve the truth. And, you deserve to be happy and someone you can grow, be close to. And I think you'll have tried everything by then and you'll be at peace with your heart, soul, and mind on this. Besides, it helps when you find someone else that you care deeply for. So you got a transition coming, but it's a positive outcome. So hang in there.
We have a chat from Film Pictures asking if they will get a job this year.
Well, the only way you wouldn't get a job is if you didn't put out for it. You're very smart. And sometimes you can be very hard to get along with because you're so smart that you don't have a lot of tolerance if someone's not as smart as you are. So try to get a little bit more tolerance. And when we say work, I want to make sure that we're clear on the answer I'm giving you. You're not going to be in the job position that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life at. You'll be in a position that you get your foot in the door and then you climb very rapidly. So don't be thrown off about the title, how it initially starts, because within 2 months, you'll have jumped a couple of titles. So you start lower and get higher very quickly. Remember, you just got to get your foot in to get things going. So don't surpass it because you're like, I don't want to do that, because it'll work. So take it and do it, and you'll be happy with your decision. That's for sure.
We have a super chat from Kimberly Merriweather, and she wants to know the name of her spirit guide.
That would be Daniela.
We have Donna Ross asking in a regular chat about her animal totem.
Same as my mother's, an elephant. That's a wonderful totem.
We have a regular chat from Emil asking about his past life. Do you have any information on it?
Well, I couldn't take the time out to do all 35 of them, but if you were to wanting to seek this out, you would find someone that does hypnosis regression. And for you doing this, it would be out of your own curiosity. And the reason why I say that to you is because you don't have any karma or cell memory that you pulled in from those lifetimes of this one. But your last lifetime, it was a Native American Indian lifetime, and you lived off the land, and you moved a lot of cattle, and you fought on the back of the horses like we watched the cowboy and Indian movies kind of thing. So that was a real deal with you. You might love the old westerns that get enthralled with it. Then you might find that you get upset, and you might seem that you're intrigued. You might want to turn it off and turn it back on. You might just be filled with a lot of different emotions because you lived in that time period. And being that time period is not that far away from this time period, technically, it's amazing you didn't bring a lot in from that life to this lifetime. So it's good that you didn't. And 35 lives, you can spend a lot of time here researching them. But you go back to the Egyptian times, the Roman times, Atlantis, you had 35 lives, a lot of lives. But the last one was the Native American Indian time period.
We have a super chat from Atrick Vaughn asking if they will meet their future husband soon.
Meet your future husband? Definitely yes, soon. It depends on your definition of soon. This will be in about 14 months, so it's a little over 1 year. Now remember, because I feel like I say this constantly, you have to activate. That means you have to get outside. You have to be cordial with people and hi, hello, how you doing? Everyone should be doing this. Not right now with the virus, for goodness gracious. Well, for goodness gracious sakes, we want to give it about a month. But yes, you haven't passed it up, and I do believe you'll be very happy. I believe you'll know it instantly. Why? Souls recognize each other. The chemistry will be there. The connection will be there. So I'm happy for you. You deserve it. And in the meantime, you just don't have that. So occupy your life other ways until it comes in.
We have a super chat from Janet Sanchez, and she wants to know if she and her family are going to be okay during the pandemic.
Absolutely. You've been great so far. You'll continue to be okay. It's about 90% over. As we know, it'll be mostly over at the end of this month, maybe a couple weeks into June, just to be playing it safe. And we don't have to worry about it coming back in 10 years like my mother's prediction is, because there'll be a vaccine. So who cares? We've seen the worst that it's going to do. So, but all of us still need to be kind of contain. I feel like I'm on house arrest, for God's sakes. How do you feel at home?
We have P. Schmetz, and it's a regular chat, and they want to know if Rick or Paul is their soulmate.
Neither one, not Rick or Paul. You've had past lives with Rick and Paul, but neither one of them technically is your soulmate. Your soulmate's in heaven. That's not odd. That's more common. Okay. Your kindred soul, and that's who you'll feel the best bond connection with, will be coming in about summertime of next year. But the two that you're asking about, neither one.
We have a super chat by Lauren Alexis, and she wants to know her spirit guide's name.
That would be Pathy, like pathway, Pathy.
We have a normal chat from Claudia Sanchez, and she wants to know if you know who she's supposed to be with.
I don't think she knows who she's supposed to be with now because she hasn't met them. I don't know their name. I could give you a pretty good darn description though. Black hair, dark brown eyes, height about 6 feet exactly. Works a great deal. Looks like something to do with transit trains. Very upbeat, light olive skin, couple of character lines in the forehead, fullness within the lips, oval-shaped face, weight maybe 190, 195 pounds. About 2 years younger. Don't be thrown off with that. There's no generation gap. You don't even look your age. And I think this is a happy person, and you are too. So I think it's a really good match.
We have a super chat from Crystal, and she says, "Thank you for my reading via Skype, and can you tell me about my animal totem?" Yeah,
your animal totem is a giraffe. That doesn't mean you have what's in common with the giraffe, or my mom has what's in common with the elephant or a gorilla with me. It just means it's an animal protector, but it is fun to go back and check it out and to see what it's all about, those kind of things, because there will be some characteristics there. It's just fun to do. We just believe, a lot like the Indians believe, that we have an animal protector. And some people get thrown off because somebody's a gorilla or somebody's a mouse or somebody's this and that. But when you do the research of what these things are really about, it's a lot of fun. You'll be surprised the ones you think are not the most ferocious actually are, with their survival skills and that kind of thing. It's amazing.
We have a regular chat from Yesenia Rodriguez, and she wants to know if her oldest daughter, Amy, is having twins.
I believe that she is, yes. I believe that everything's going to be healthy, except for the fact that they're not going to sleep much, because as much as we like to think that the babies get on our time, we get on their time, but that's okay. They only stay little for so long, and I think health is good here, and I think she's going to be a great mother. You're going to be a great grandmother. I think it's all happy. You guys got to send us pictures.
We have a regular chat from Holly Cavalier, and she says, "My brother-in-law had surgery today. Will everything be okay?"
Yep, everything is good. Make sure he does what the doctors say, for goodness sakes. That means you don't clean the house the next day or anything like that now. You know what I mean? Just make sure he follows and takes his medication as directed until the end of the medication, and then we're okay.
We have a super chat from Kimberly Merriweather asking if her son's girlfriend will make the changes needed to make the relationship work.
I wish that she would. If she's smart, she would. I think she, for some reason, is not looking about how serious this is. So I would expect there's certainly going to be a breakup, only to get back together. But sometimes you've got to go without somebody for a little bit, so you know what it's like without them and you miss them. So if they can get on the right page doing that, then that's okay, if you know what I mean. So it'll work. It's just a rough road ahead.
We have a super chat from Brandy Dominguez, and she says, "Where and when will I meet my last life partner?"
I believe it's at a barbecue, like a barbecue pit place. I think it's outdoors, and it looks like there's a big park, and maybe this thing rolled up in the back of a truck, but it looks very elaborate, and there's music playing and stuff. Almost want to say festival. And timeline on this, I don't think it's I think it's 2 summers away. And the strange thing is, you know how people they go to football games and they tailgate party or whatever? I haven't really done that. I always wanted to try it, but I think you meet them on the back of a bed of a pickup truck. But I think you're walking by, and I think he jumps down. I think he's going to go use the restroom. And you're walking together, you're talking together, and just it doesn't matter where you meet. It matters that you meet. So talk to people in your surroundings, and I think this is great. I think it's wonderful.
We have a regular chat from Allie C, and she wants to know what job or career she should be doing.
Human resources would be fantastic. Teaching would be fantastic. Forensic, that stuff that you could look at this fuzz and you could say it's from this origin, and I would know what the hell you're seeing if I could even see it in the first place. You'd be good on that line, that vein. You need to stay in that vein. That works for you.
We have a super chat from Ladybug asking if her grandfather is around her.
Hi, Ladybug. Yes, you don't have to ask me that. You know that. I'll confirm what you already know. Your grandfather's around like my mother's around. He doesn't go that far from you. He was like your granddad, dad, all wrapped up into one. And, you're his favorite. Of course, you know that. Yeah, he's never too far from you. I think that's fantastic.
We have a super chat from Nancy, and she wants to know what her strongest abilities are.
You're patient for everybody else except for yourself. You see the good in everybody. You'd help anybody, even to the point that maybe you shouldn't get into a mix of it, but you'll go for the underdog and you help them anyways. That's a lot of integrity there, but you get yourself in some hot water. You got to be careful. You have a healing potential. Not that you're going to go into a career with that, because I don't feel you will, but it's still technically there. And that's a lot. So you're doing good.
We have a regular chat from Monbo, and he wants to know when he will be moving out of his hometown.
Hometown, that would be, I would say, May of next year. But when you move out, you won't have to move back. You'll have enough money put back and things like that. You'll really make your way. And then when you go back, it'll seem so different, like you weren't there. But it'll be okay because you'll be happy and pleased. So it's a good decision all the way around. Absolutely positive it is.
We have a regular chat from Nellie Calderon, and she wants to know if her father comes around.
Hasn't been around recently. I think we'll be coming back around again. I would give it maybe about a week or so. And I think it'll be right around dinner time. Not that he's trying to get dinner, but around 5:30ish or so. Looking for lights flickering, look for TV channels flickering, look for anything that's plugged in that's going a little bit haywire, because when he's around, the energy of those things will surge. My mom did the same damn thing. And she'd come down to the computer room, and I'd say, Mom, please don't open the door. She opened the door, everything shut down. And we had to get all back up and running again. You should try to tell the PG&E company what happened. My mom came down and said hello. They look at you like you're just crazy. But we have all electrical currents that run through us, and it's not that abnormal. So look for that. That will be your indication there.
We have a super chat from Larissa Shirts, and she says, "Hi, Chris. I started talking to a new guy. Will anything come of it?"
Well, it started off okay until you started looking at everything, analyzing everything, and just, doing your testing thing that you do. Can you please stop that and just let this guy be a guy, and don't think about it anything more than when you talk to him, and just get along with him because he's a great guy, but don't pick it to death, for God's sakes. Relax. Sorry.
We have a regular chat from Daniela Mendola. Just, "Hi, Chris. When will I get married?"
That will be in about 3 years and 3 months, and that will be you at an altar saying, "I do that kind of marriage," because that's what you're asking.
We have a super chat from Maria, and she wants to know when she will finally be in a relationship.
Okay. Well, if she's asking a relationship, that will probably be in about 5 months. That's not your life mate, though. That will be a boyfriend, and that will last probably 9 months to a year. You'll want to get out of it. And then you have another guy that you'll see for about 4 times and really dislike him. So that wasn't going to work. And then the final will be three's a charm, so to speak. And that will be very late, 2020. And you'll be very happy with that.
We have a regular chat from Dorinda Vickery, and she wants to know what her spirit guide's name is.
Elisa, and that's the primary guide. But I think that there is a Robert there. I just don't think Robert's going to stay very much longer, and that's not unusual to have him come and go, because the main one, the primary, stays, And during the different endeavors in your life, you can pick them up or you can drop some away. That's something that's very common. You don't have to worry about that. Your primary guide handles all that.
We have a regular shot from Miss Tiffany, and she also knows her mesothelioma case will turn out well for her and her family.
Say that again. There's some case, what?
Her mesothelioma.
Yeah, I think it will turn out. I think it'll turn out good, not as well as they hope as far as the finances of it all, but it'll come in good, and this will be over and done. And the stresses and things for this was unbelievable. So it's good to get this done for sure. But happy, yes.
We have a super chat from Lorraine saying, "Hello, Chris. What should I be doing for a job?"
Well, I would say for right now, giving it 1 month's time, I would go into looking at department stores, looking around, finding jewelry. Why? Because they'll hire you right away. Then you'll learn all about stones and things like this. And you have just an ability to see what somebody wants. So yes, I am saying sales. Yes, I am saying jewelry or gemology or whatever. And please look at it and try it before you say that's not you. Because if you do this, you will not only make a lot of money, but you'll be happy with what you're doing, and it will just really fit. So give it a chance.
We have a super chat from Melina Vasquez asking for the name of her spirit guide.
The name of her spirit guide is Stephanie.
We have a regular chat from Sharon Lane asking, "Will my grandson Mark find his path in life?"
Yeah, I believe that's going to happen, but I think we're about 2 years premature before that happens. And I believe that this is a good young man, smart and happy. It's okay. We're used to dogs barking. We got dogs and cats over here too. So yeah, I think it's really good, and just hang in there, be patient. And I want to thank you for reading these questions to me, Kayla. And I want to thank everybody for joining me today. Watch the posts. I believe we're going to be going on Sunday. I don't know sure what time they're going to change that. And once again, we're trying to reach the 10,000 subscribers so we can get our merch account up, because we got all the stuff for you guys to see, and we're excited about that. But we're climbing. And remember Memorial Day weekend, and God bless everybody, and please be safe this weekend. And what is my thing again? ChrisRightNow.com. That's the website launched Tuesday, May 26th. And we had our technical difficulties, and please put down in the comment section below what you want to see, what you don't want to see. We're hoping it's a lot more user-friendly. And God bless everyone. Stay uplifted.